Results of smoking and irritable bowel syndrome. IBS. Irritable bowel syndrome is also well known as mucus colitis, functional bowel disease, spastic colon, etc. The main symptoms that are attached to this syndrome are constipation, bloating, painful cramping and flatulent feeling. Though it is termed colitis and related to the colon, it can never be interpreted as an inflammatory disease of the gut. IBS mainly upsets the large intestine. Irritable bowel syndrome is neither communicable nor cancerous, and it is not a disorder that you should be afraid of. The most prominent effect caused will be stress and uncomfortableness, which may affect your routine works. Moreover, for those who are married, it even has an impact on their sex life. Consequences of smoking and irritable bowel syndrome. Now, just checking the alcohol intake, you can see that it worsens the situation. Tobacco is another villain which adds discomfort to the irritable bowel syndrome. Nevertheless, the method of intake, whether it is chewed or inhaled or smoked, will irritate the gastrointestinal path strongly. Smoking will lead to lung cancer, at the same time increase the symptom of irritable bowel syndrome also, as the tobacco it contains is carcinogenic and stimulates the syndrome. The gut or gastrointestine of the people who are having irritable bowel syndrome will be quite gentle and may affect easily when a certain type of food that stimulates the intestine. Even the morning blues also lead to irritable bowel syndrome. Tobacco triggers IBS and leads to several types of cancer. Basically, tobacco affects all portions of the digestive system. Heartburn, reflux, certain types of ulcers are the after effects of tobacco that the patients of IBS may develop. As smoking causes the acidic food to go backwards, i.e. upward and down into the portion of the esophagus, they destroy the sphincter muscles. Though anti-inflammatory medicines consequently lead to irritation by Helicobacter pylori, which is a type of bacteria that ultimately results in ulcers. A peptic ulcer is mainly the outcome of smoking. Moreover, smoking obstructs the healing power, and thereby ulcers might occur more frequently than before because smoking aggravates ulcer holes by twofold. Smoking also triggers Crohn's disease and bile stones apart from ulcer and IBS symptoms. The poisonous substance nicotine hidden in tobacco will lessen the strength of the sphincter muscles of the esophagus and the bottom, which also causes addiction toward smoking. All of these will lead to an excess of production of acid in the belly alongside reducing the NOCO3 sodium bicarbonate released by the pancreas, which helps in balancing the production of the acid in the stomach. Though the major part of tobacco was to be nicotine, it also contains about 43 carcinogens and about 400 toxic substances buried in it, all of which may enter the blood when smoking and channeled into the digestive pathway, inducing the symptoms of IBS. Also, inhaling tobacco may result in bloating, belching, flatulent tummy, etc., all being symptoms of IBS. Smoking also leads to bladder cancer, kidney cancer, stomach cancer, pancreas and colon cancer. Moreover, smoking continuously will lead to colorectal cancer in the long run. Inhaling or intake of tobacco will bring the tobacco directly to the colon and increase the size of the mucous membrane which surrounds the colon, called a polyp. As the size of the polyp increases, the potential growth of cancerous tissue also increases, thus will result in cancer. According to the survey, 12% of colorectal cancers are because of active smoking. Ultimately, let us try to follow no smoking. That will be written in bold letters everywhere practically, or make it a reality, as it will not only result in symptoms of IBS but also various health hazards like cancer, ulcers, etc.